Hello, everyone. It's a privilege to be here, and I like when people introduce me as June Barrett, a domestic worker organizing for change in our industry. As I said, I'm very, very grateful to be given this opportunity to stand on this global platform to amplify the voices of over 2 million domestic workers in the United States and 64 million around the world. I am a leader with the National Domestic Workers Alliance, We Dream in Black in the United States. I know the work of men and children who labor behind closed doors across the globe. I traveled to the United States in 2001 from Jamaica. I started working as a nanny in New Jersey. In 2003, I began my career as a home health aide, taking care of the elderly. During that time, while working as a home health aide, I started experiencing many forms of discrimination. I suffered many indignities and violations of my most basic rights, including being called degrading names and having my wages stolen. One of the worst experiences that I've had while working as a domestic worker was sexual violence, including harassment. The harassment against me included a wide range of violence, from verbal abuse to touching and groping. Among other violence that I wish not to name, and I wish I had never experienced. I understand the MeToo movement and its importance to domestic workers. Unlike many, and I am grateful to bring this private pain and dirty secret to you today so that we can search together for a solution. There are 2 million domestic workers in the United States. The majority of us are women, immigrants, women of color, Black women. Women migrate to escape poverty in our countries, different forms of abuse, and to make a better life for her children. Often women leave their children in our homes in order to be able to give our children a better education. For me, it was to escape homophobia. And for my sister, it was to flee domestic violence with her children. When we flee to the United States in search of our rights, dignity, and fair treatment, sadly, many immigrants who flee to the US and other countries do not find the fair and just treatment that we once dreamed of and fled towards. Often, when we arrive in our new countries, it is difficult for us to find good, stable employment. Domestic work is one of the jobs that we readily find, but unfortunately, these jobs are not good or stable jobs, not because it's not good work, but because our employers fail to treat us with respect and to provide us with good conditions that we deserve. Women of color who are immigrant, who are not immigrant, also hold the majority of these jobs. In the United States, Black women have been forced to labor in private homes dating back to slavery. Still today, many Black and brown women concentrated in these jobs where they are subjected to these inferior conditions. Domestic work is vast and wide. We work in private homes for families, children, elderly, and other loved ones. Some domestic workers are employed in care facilities and nursing homes. Our work is the work that makes all other work possible. It is because of domestic workers that our professionals are able to go to work, knowing that the people that they love are cared for, assured that their personal lives will be in order so that they can do the best job possible in their workplaces and their professions. Our work is skilled work. It is care work. It is the work that is the foundation of all work. And I'm going to repeat that. Domestic work is the foundation of all other work. Unfortunately, in the United States and in other places around the world, domestic workers are not treated with respect. We are not seen as professionals, and we do not have the same rights and protection as other workers. Because we work in isolated locations, we are very vulnerable to the kinds of abuses that I and others suffer. We do not have a human resources department, like you all, to report these abuses. And even if we were able to report these violations, there would be few or no legal protections to win us any justice for the wrongs committed against us. Domestic workers in the United States earn an average of $22,000 a year. We do not have guaranteed sick days, vacations. We do not have guaranteed hours. Some of us working, I used to work a 16-hour shift. I went into full-time organizing now, and there are times when I do a 20, 25 hour, do not get paid for the extra hours. So we do not have any kind of a protection against even, basic working hours. The reason why domestic workers have such low pay and such inferior working condition is because we are purposely left out of basic labor protection, denying us the rights to organize, protections against sexual harassment and other forms of discrimination, and other minimum protections. Domestic workers often live at or near poverty line, even though our work is so important. Because our work is not seen as real work, most workers stay silent when they suffer abuses. We remain in the shadows because we need our jobs. We are afraid that we will lose our jobs and the ability to feed our families, and that's a reality. In some cases, we are concerned that we will suffer retaliation for speaking out or taking action, which could include calling immigration. That also is a reality. We are afraid that employers can call the police on us. And as you know, most of the women, the majority of the women who do the work are undocumented. Taken together, it is our race, our status, and immigrants and our class that make us vulnerable to the widespread sexual violence that we suffer. Employers do not treat us with the respect and good treatment that we deserve. Sorry. Domestic workers around the globe have written up to share its roots, to depend and change and to offer solutions. We are waiting on our leaders in our countries and around the world to answer by making the changes that we're going to help, that is going to help keep us safe, and that we can do our important work. Work that helps the world turn with both dignity and safety. And I take this opportunity on this global stage to remind everyone here and to remind the world that domestic work is work, it is dignified work, it is real work, and that it is the work that makes all other work possible. Thank you.